Hey friends, it's Sin. I'm back to do another review for 90 Day Fiance The Other Way Season 2. This is for episode 11, Fight, Pray, Love. So honestly, this episode didn't have a lot of exciting things going on to me. It was a really quick episode. Like, they were all quick, but maybe because it wasn't a lot of like high-end information, it wasn't that much going on to me. But I'm gonna start off with Kenny and Armando. So it starts off with Kenny talking to Armando, and he's saying, all right, I'm gonna go to the bank. And Armando's like, so you want me to go with you? Or, and Kenny's like, no, it's okay. I'm gonna go to the bank alone. And I was like, okay, good. Kenny is trying to get out there in Mexico, trying to figure out his life and not be completely dependent on Armando, because we know we've seen that in previous episodes. But that's not even what's happening. Kenny really is going out to meet with his daughters who are at a hotel, and they're there because Kenny wants to propose. Yay, so sweet. So he does meet up with his daughters. He tells them, about how he's gonna propose, and they're happy to see him. One of his daughters does, have a little bit of concern that he's doing it a little too soon. But Kenny's like, look, I'm 57. I've been looking for this type of love my whole life, and we getting married. So he's excited to propose. This man gotta be going like 3 hours, like a bank trip for 3 hours. If I was Armando, I would be like, is he lost? Like somewhere, he don't know where he going, but I guess he'd call his phone. I'd assume something bad happened though, because he going forever for a bank. But he does eventually tell his daughters, he's gonna go back. So he brings Armando to the same area that Armando had told him that I guess he loved him, or that they would spend forever together, and that their love was as big as the ocean, something like that. I know I'm messing it up, but it was something similar to that. Their love is big as the ocean and vast and endless. I swear, I think it was something like that. So he brings him back there to propose to him, which is sweet. And they got these little matching outfits. I don't know if they planned it or not, but those outfits are matching. Another cute tick. Some people think that's corny. I thought it was kind of cute. And he proposes to Armando, and Armando says yes. But what cracked me up with the proposal, he's like, I got something to ask you. Kenny gets down on one knee. He opens up the box, and then he looks at Armando and goes, I'm like, Kenny, you didn't ask a question. Why are you moving your head? Like, ask. Then he does say, do you want to marry me? And then Armando says yes. So I just thought that was funny, because I'm like, fix your neck, Kenny, and ask the question. Then you wouldn't have to be doing all that. But it goes well. He says yes, cute, and TLC did a good job. They played a little nice, inspirational, happy music there. And then his daughter and a whole bunch of other random people. I don't know who those people were at the top. And they can look over the cliff and see them down there where he proposed by the ocean. They're popping bottles and yay! So it was very adorable. One thing I will say, I don't know if anybody was thinking this, but I thought it looked a little dangerous. It was a lot of rocks, and that water was moving fast. I was like, hurry up with this engagement, because this is looking unsafe. But everything ends safely. Good. But yeah, that water was moving really fast, and that was a lot of rocks. Like, one slip and you're gonna hurt yourself. I'm an overthinker, but like, that looked dangerous to me. But that's it. It's just like a cute, they get proposed, they get proposed. They get engaged, and they're really happy. The only thing is, next episode, they're gonna go see his family, because they have to pick up Armando's daughter. So we'll see how it goes. Not only are they together and his family don't want to fully accept that he's gay, now they're going to have to accept that he is engaged and trying to be happy. I'm hoping that it goes well for Armando and Kenny, and that the family can accept them. Next, we have Brittany and Yazan. We know they're in Jordan. We know they're a hot mess couple who don't belong together. But we know last time Yazan's uncle said he was going to speak with Yazan's parents, just to get them to give them more time and be more understanding of Brittany and their situation, and not trying to force them into anything really quickly. So we do see Brittany and Yazan meet up. Brittany does have on hijab. She looks really cute. I feel like she's following the Islamic customs. She has most of herself covered, and she had her hijab on, and they were going to a mosque, I believe, to pray. So Yazan goes to his section, the men's section, and Brittany went to the women's section. And she said it was kind of awkward because she didn't know anyone, which makes complete sense. But she does say to the camera that she doesn't consider herself a religion and she's mostly spiritual. So it's obvious that she's just doing this to please Yazan, because you can really tell that she doesn't want to practice Islam. She doesn't want to be Muslim. She's just trying to do this for him. So she does do it. It goes fine. And then later on, they are together and they have to pray again. And Yazan shows her how to properly cleanse herself before praying, like her hands and her face. And Brittany is like, oh gosh, all this cleansing, my lashes gonna come off, my full face of makeup gonna get wiped off. While she is very entertaining, she's a hot mess. If she really is serious about this, like maybe she should get makeup that is waterproof, or just not do her makeup before she's gonna pray. Even though I'm not sure, I don't know everything about Islam, so I'm not sure how many times they pray a day, and if that would affect the makeup. But look, it ain't gonna work. This girl don't care that much. Like, she just don't. You can tell she is just trying for him, but the first thing she's thinking about when she cleanses her face for an actual like prayer that they take very seriously, she just like, oh girl, I can't be doing this every day. I'm gonna mess up my lashes. I can't deal with her. So this is not, no, this is not gonna work. Because if she really wanted to be Muslim, I just think that she would take it more serious. I don't think that she is joking about the religion. She really isn't joking about the religion at all. I feel like she's more joking at herself and how this doesn't really play into the type of person she is. So I just feel like, no, it's not gonna work. And later on they do go out to eat, like some type of lunch or whatever, and they're discussing everything, and Yazan's like, look, my uncle talked to my parents, but he thinks we should all meet up, and Brittany's worried they're not really gonna still like her. It's not gonna go well. So Yazan's just like, all right, are you gonna convert to Islam or what, girl? And Brittany's like, I need time to still figure it out. I don't know. And he like, all right, well, you got 3 days to figure it out. 3. Brittany like, wait, excuse me? You ain't never told me I had 3 days. You ain't tell me it was all this pressure I had to, convert this fast. And Yazan's just like, well, yeah, you have to. Basically, he's getting pressure from his family. They want her to convert. He wants her to convert so he can stop the pressure and they can just get married. But the problem is he never expressed to her before she got to Jordan how important it was for her to convert to Islam. He made it seem like it was a choice and not something that she had to do to be with him. And that's misleading. But she's queen of misleading because she's still married. So I ain't forget that. I didn't. But it's just like these people clearly don't belong together. That's why I keep saying they don't belong together. She needs to go back to America. He needs to find him a wife in Jordan. Like, that's it. But Brittany like, what? Like, she starts getting upset because Yazan's like, if you want to marry me, you need to be Muslim. And she's like, what? You never said that. And he's like, well, my wife needs to be Muslim. And that's whether you my wife or not. I don't care. Whoever it is gotta be Muslim. And you could go. That's basically what he said. And Brittany gets upset and she storms off. She does cool down and come back. And then they friends and happy again. She like, you can't pressure me and do stuff like that. He like, yeah, you right. I'm not gonna pressure you. And then they just like, okay. And he's like, all right, I'll give you more time. And I'm like, what the F is going on right now? You just said you have to be Muslim or you can't marry me. The end. And then I know what he changed his mind and said he's not gonna pressure her, which I think is right. He shouldn't pressure her. His uncle said no one should be forced into Islam. That is against the religion. Someone should actually want to be part of it, which makes sense. Why be part of a religion you don't want to be part of? And that goes for any religion. No one should be forced into it. People should willingly choose to do it. So to force somebody into it would just make them hate it, and that's not doing good. Like, why would you want somebody to be in a religion they hate, Doesn't make any sense. It's just like, I don't know, they slap a real quick band-aid on something that's huge and they try to forget about it for a second, and like, no, it's not gonna work. This quick fix that y'all do, this quick sweep it under the rug and we'll return to it later, is why y'all in this situation now. That's why she's still married and he don't know. He want her to convert to Islam and he want to pressure her kind of and then go back, even though he knows he won't marry her if she does not convert. They are so all over the place and it's annoying, honestly. They need to just separate and save us the trouble, because I don't have time for them. I really don't. And Brittany's like, yeah, we're always so hot and cold. We can be yelling at each other and then we can be friends. I don't know if that's good or bad. Girl, it's bad. You don't know that's bad? That's a mess. It's, alright, sure, it's good if people can get over an argument fast, but like, y'all aren't really hitting the issue. Y'all are just like, oh, you know what? This is a quick fix, even though y'all know the issue's gonna return in a big fashion. I don't got time for it. Hot mess, they're gonna stay a hot mess. Then it is Devin and Jihoon, and they have decided to, you know, patch things up, start working on them, and Jihoon, you know, becoming a better person, getting a proper job, you know, taking care of the family like he's supposed to. So we do start, and they have gotten a new apartment. Jihoon found him a new apartment because the other one was in like a neighborhood they didn't like, and the apartment wasn't as nice. So he found a new apartment. Apartment is nice. They go over with Jihoon's parents and Devin's mother, and everybody approves that it's cute. It's in a nice neighborhood. It has a park. Only problem is they're only there for a month, and Jihoon has to find another apartment before, you know, their little 1 month lease or whatever this is over. So it's moving a lot. I don't know, that's a lot to me. She moves to Korea, then she gets to this apartment, now she's moving out of the apartment to another one for a month. After this month, they gotta go somewhere else. It's so unstable. So he has to step up, find him a good apartment. I hope he do it, but y'all, like I said, no faith. I don't know, a month is a long time for somebody to start slacking off. So he better do what he's supposed to do, but the faith is low for me. If he does this, maybe I'll go up a notch in belief for Jihoon. But you know, he's just so lazy. I can't right now. But you know, the parents are all happy because the park and everything, and they're sitting in the park. So Devin's mother's like, yeah, this is all great. Park, new location, looking good, way better than the other apartment. But Jihoon gotta step it up, and he gotta show us that he's gonna stay good and, you know, take care of my daughter and my grandchildren. And this is all done through the translator. I will add, the translator was translating properly this time, because we know that thing like to instigate and start fights. So after that, because the mother keeps saying stuff about Jihoon, then Jihoon's mother, which you know coddles him, is like, I don't like how they just keep talking about Jihoon, and I believe he's gonna do better, and I believe it. Lady, that's fine, but let's not act like he hasn't done wrong to Devin, their whole relationship. So stop trying to defend him, and maybe stop coddling him and tell him to just do what he's supposed to do, because it's annoying. But Devin cuts it out. She's like, y'all, calm down. Listen, I need both sides of the grandparents to just hush a little bit, stay out the business, let me and Jihoon figure it out, let Jihoon step it up, be a dad, because I've been a mom to these children. He needs to step up, be a dad, and do what he's supposed to do, and y'all mind your business a little bit, and let us do what we gotta do. So everybody agrees, and they do group hug, yay, everybody happy for now, let's see how it goes. But they're about to leave, and Devin's like, oh, get Drusilla. And Jihoon does pick up Drusilla. He has an upside down, very odd way to hold her. I don't know if they were playing a game. She's kicking her legs everywhere. She's like, put me down, put me down. So Jihoon does put her down, and he puts her down, and then Devin's like, hey, grab her. She starts running. This girl is booking it. She is running fast. And they're like, oh my God, Drusilla, stop. Devin's mother starts going after her. Devin starts going after her, and then Jihoon's running speedy to try to catch her. I'm assuming she's running towards the street, so that's really dangerous because they were really afraid. It was dark outside. She was just running forward, and they were really afraid that she's gonna hurt herself. So everybody was trying to help her. I think in this situation, this sounds crazy, but I just feel like TLC wasn't helping enough. Like, you didn't see anybody from the crew look like they were going to run or try to stop the child. Like, that sounds crazy to say, because I know Jihoon was running, Devin's mother, they were all trying to make sure she's fine. But I feel like they got all this crew around, and nobody was like, oh, let's stop the child from running the street. Get it together, TLC. Come on. That sounds terrible, but we see a trailer for next week, and it looks like, I hope nothing bad happened to the baby. They sitting there crying, but I think she's fine. I just think that they were scared that something would happen to her. I feel like that's what it is. But I just feel like they're gonna blame Jihoon, and I just think when it comes to children, it's something so quick like that. Like, children are so fast. He put her down, and then she was out. You know, I feel like it's just something that nobody can get full blame for, because it's like when people shop with a child, and that sounds crazy, but it happens to people sometimes. They literally can look away for 1 second and their child was running. That's how people like to hold their children hand all the time. So I feel like it was like a second and she ran away. So I don't think they should like be like, oh my God, you're a terrible person, because it was a second. He put it down a second, she ran. But you know, that's the cliffhanger they had. Leave it on. Drusilla is running and they're all running after her, and Ji-hoon is booking it too, and he's trying to catch up to her. But yeah, I hope it all goes well and that Drusilla's okay, because they look really worried. Besides that, it's just Tim and Melisa who are last. And Tim and Melisa, you know, they're in Colombia. Tim is like, you know what? I'm going to talk to your father. I'm going to tell him that I cheated because it's better for me to get ahead of this situation and just let him know, because I just want to do it. Melisa like, proud of you, but I'm afraid that he going to look at you differently. Girl, he is. He's not going to look at Tim the same. First, he saw him like his son and he loved him dearly. Now he's going to be like, oh, you're the guy that cheated on my daughter, you piece of trash. So I just feel like, yeah, that's what he's going to feel like. So they do meet up with the father, and Tim does tell him in Spanish that he cheated mostly. He speaks to him in Spanish until the part where he has to say he cheated, because he doesn't know how to say that. But the father's looking like, excuse me? Honestly, he just looked at him like, boy, you ain't my family no more. And he does say to him like, you broke her trust. And he talks to the camera and he's like, listen, this whole information, this thing, I can't talk today. Tim cheating on my daughter. I'm like, Tim cheating on my daughter. He's just like, this is messing with my heart. This is messing with my family. This is messing with my daughter. And he's not with it. He's like, boy, you disgust me. So he's still talking to them at the table. And he's just like, before I saw you like my son, and I don't see you in that light no more. Oof, just break a man, don't you? Tim's looking sad and crying because now he, you know, ain't nobody's son. And not nobody's son. He's not seen as a son. And man, Lisa's father just like, yeah, y'all should break up. Like I said, he don't want them to be together, and he just feels like, you know, the relationship is messed up, because a relationship is for trust and love. And when you break the trust, how can you love them the same? How can it just be the same? And he's just not for a relationship anymore. So now the father's not for it, the mother's not for it, and Tim is like, I'm afraid, because now I just feel like Melissa's just gonna end up breaking up with me eventually, because it's gonna be choosing between me and her family, and she ain't choosing me. She ain't. You about mom, she choose you. So he's afraid about that. But this went how I thought it would go. I didn't think her father was going to be accepting of this. I knew he was going to be really upset. And that's basically what happened. What annoyed me is what Tim had to say to the father after, you know, he made all these remarks about him not being trustable and him not wanting Melisa and Tim to be together anymore. Tim says, I believe in my heart that it won't happen again. What the F? Like, what? That's not enough. I believe in my heart. These type of statements irk my nerves. What the F do you mean you believe in your heart? Either just say, I will not cheat on her anymore. That means you feel like saying a very strong statement like I will not cheat on her, maybe a lie. Instead, you want to say, I believe in my heart that I won't do it. I believe. That means you are going to cheat again. And he basically just told the truth. Melisa, drop him. I've been said she should drop him, because he is not worth the trouble. He really isn't. And I believe in my heart is such a weak statement. That it just sounds like, hey, sign me up to cheat tomorrow, because you don't really care. You know, he cares about not lying by saying I won't do it, but he don't care about really not cheating. Just say I will not cheat. That will never happen again. Nope, because it will happen again. People reveal so much in the way they say things, in a language, in the type of words they choose to use. And I feel like he completely revealed himself, but he does every episode. You know, how he likes to blame Melisa for stuff. It's just annoying, you know? He's annoying. So she needs to just break up with him, because he clearly would cheat again, and it's not gonna go well because her family does not like him. And it's not like he's some person they just don't like for no reason. They don't like him because he cheated on her and he's not trustworthy, and they want her to have a husband they feel like is gonna treat her the way they want her to be treated. So it ain't gonna work. They need to break up. Her and Tim, Melisa and Tim, Yazan and Brittany, break up. They need to break up, because it's just not gonna work. That is the moral of the episode. But that is it for my recap and review of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 11, Fight, Pray, Love. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.